two, three. Good day to everyone. Today, this is Danny Weber, and I'm making this video from the beautiful country of Greece. It is October, right at the beginning of October 2018. And I wanted to talk to you today about what I feel is the greatest threat to human existence on this planet. And no, it's not nuclear war. No, it's not pandemics. No, it's not the stock market crash, the economy. It's cows. Cows, in my opinion, are the greatest threat to human existence on this planet. And I'm not advocating for the intentional mass extinction of cows. I'm just saying let's kill a bunch of them. Let's kill a bunch of them and feed their bodies to the vegetables and the tofu. And let's get the vegetables and the tofu, more mainstream. The vegetables and the tofu need food. Hey, let's give them cow carcasses. Why not? And let's get into the facts of why I feel this way. So, first of all, it's important to understand how many cows kill people each year. And the numbers we're looking at right now are 22 people are killed in the United States every year from cows. Now, that does not include any other country but the United States. And where do they rank? What are they worse than? What are they better than? Well, cows are better than, for instance, jellyfish, ants, and dogs. But they're a lot worse than horses, which killed 20 people in the US. Spiders kill 6, snakes, and sharks. So if we look at the numbers, it's safer to swim with sharks, snakes, spiders, and horses than it is to swim with cows, based on this information. And you have to keep that in mind because these are physical deaths only in the United States. Who knows how many people are killed in Australia or New Zealand or Europe or any of the other places that have a lot of cows in the world. Let's get going. Keep moving here. Another things that cows are trying to do, this is another way they're trying to kill us. Methane emissions from cattle are 11% higher than estimated. And this is from The Guardian, right? And then we get into all the reasons and how they're measuring it and all that stuff. But bottom line is this is another sinister plot by cows and cattle to kill humans. It's through their farts, their flatulence, and their burps. That's the way that they're emitting a lot of these gases. And I don't know what we can do to prevent them other than just take them off the planet, right? I don't know what else we can do. Some other information, the role of animal farts in global warming. And this is an article from livescience.com. And so when we look at enteric fermentation, which is basically the cow chews the food, he spits it back up and burps up gas, and this is what's contributing to uh, the global warming greenhouse gas effect. This is 26% compared to coal mining at 10%. And it's only 3% under natural gas and petroleum. So I'm going to ask you again, the most dangerous animal on the planet is what? It's not humans, it's the cow. The cow, the pretty little cow. This is the most dangerous animal on the planet. A little bit more information. How cows contribute to global warming, right? Methane gas emitted per animal per year. Humans aren't killing us. Pigs aren't killing us. Sheep aren't killing us. It's the cows. 265 pounds of methane is emitted per year per cow, as opposed to a quarter of a pound per human. Now, some humans emit a little bit more methane. Some humans emit a little bit less methane, depending on the amount of Mexican food you eat, the amount of beans you eat, and that type of stuff. And it's just a fact. We can't get away from that. And then you get into some more information here, and it's crazy what these cows are doing to us. And what's enteric fermentation? It's the digestive process by which carbohydrates are broken down by microorganisms into simple molecules for absorption in the bloodstream of an animal. It's one of the factors in increased methane emissions. And again, Cows. Cows are doing it to us. And not only are they jacking up the ozone layer with their emissions and their greenhouse gases, and they're physically killing humans, they're also killing us in another way. When we eat them, this is the master plan. This is how cows, this is in my opinion why they're so insidious and just full of deception. Is because the cows right now are allowing us to eat them as part of their plan. And what they're doing is they're causing a lot of inflammation to the body. They're causing cancer. They're causing a bunch of other diseases. And if you don't believe me, just get on YouTube, Google it. I would tell you to check out Dr. Grieger. He's got a lot of good videos out there and actually discuss the scientific studies behind this. Dr. Bernard is another one that you can look up and see the dangers of dairy. Is dairy good or bad for you? You can Google this and go read all of these articles. 6 reasons you should avoid it at all costs. The medical news, is dairy bad for you, good or bad? Here's some really good information about this back end plan that the cows have to kill us. This is a Harvard study. This is not something anybody made up. This is Harvard did a study on meat and mortality. Their conclusions: red meat consumption is associated with an increased risk of total CVD and cancer mortality. Substitution of other healthy protein sources for red meat is associated with a lower mortality risk. Again, part of their global plan to take us out. We know it. What are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Here's another article, and this is from WebMD. Why eating less red meat may help your heart. We know that red meat is bad for your heart. We know it. It causes arteriosclerosis, atherosclerosis, buildup of cholesterol in the arteries. But still, we continue to consume it, and that's because the cows make themselves available for us to eat, which is part of their plan. They're multiplying, they're antagonizing the farmers so that they raise more, that they have more babies. And long story short, they're just coming after us, and we need to put a stop to it. And again, I'm not saying we wipe them all out, just a large number. Just get rid of, I don't know, 2/3, 70%, 80%. I don't know what the number is. There's some scientists out there that can tell us that. Another big issue we've got going on with cows. Check this out. This is an article from The Guardian. And I'll put all these links below so you can check these things out. Avoiding meat and dairy is the single biggest way to reduce your impact on Earth. Not getting rid of Donald Trump, not cutting out our own carbon footprint, not getting rid of the big diesels and the big 8-cylinder vehicles running around on the planet, not cutting down the gases emitted from factories, not none of that stuff. It's cows. It always comes back to cows. Here's some interesting statistics. Cows produce just 18% of the calories, but takes up 83% of the farmland. Now, if you can see these cows in this picture here, the cameraman is looking at them, but the cows are also looking at the cameraman. And I can tell you what they're thinking. They're thinking, we're gonna get you, buddy. That's what they're thinking. They're saying, go eat some Taco Bell, go eat some McDonald's, head to Whataburger, get some of us in your mouth, into your body. Or they're thinking, hey, buddy, why don't you come down here and pet us so we can kick you in your head and kill you, right? That's the things that they're thinking. Gotta be careful. Got to be careful. This is huge right here. When I read this, I just about fell out of my chair here. Look at this huge number here. Research shows that without meat and dairy consumption, global farmland use could be reduced by more than 75%, an area equivalent to the US, China, European Union, and Australia combined, and still feed the world. Huge. Think about the land that we're using to house these animals that are trying to kill us. It's just ridiculous. Go down a little bit further here. New analysis shows that while meat and dairy provide just 18% of calories and 37% of protein, it uses the vast majority, 83% of farmland, and produces 60% of agricultural greenhouse gases. Now, the folks that care about this need to pay attention to this. Need to pay attention to this is what the big danger for us right now, the unforeseen danger, what nobody's talking about. News is breaking here right now today. The cows, killer cows. More than 80% of farmland is used for livestock, but it produces just 18% of food, calories, and 37% of protein. Check that out. Then it goes a little bit into where they got their data. Very interesting right here. Vegan diet is probably the single biggest way to reduce your impact on planet Earth, not just greenhouse gases, but global acidification, eutrophication, I'm going to guess here, land use and water use, says Joseph Korth, University of Oxford, UK, who led the research. It is far bigger than cutting down on your flights or buying an electrical car, right? I think we've just been looking at this all wrong. I think we need to get in front of all the activists, and we really need to start a Kill the Cows campaign. And why not? I mean, the data is here. The data is here. And maybe we don't kill them. Maybe we just let them die off and we don't let them reproduce. I don't know. I don't know. But there's somebody out there that can tell us. Another good statistic here. Beef cattle raised on deforested land results in 12 times more greenhouse gases and uses 50 times more land than those in natural pastures. Right? And here we go. Beef results in up to 105 kilograms of greenhouse gases per 100 grams of meat. These cow meat bags that are trying to kill us. While tofu produces less than 3.5 kilograms. And a lot of people are growing tofu right now. Tofu is good if you mix it with, say, some Tabasco sauce and some other stuff. I love tofu and Tabasco. And then you get into a little bit of the land use. And again, we're beating a dead horse at this point, or should I say we're beating a dead cow at this point. We know that cows are dangerous. We've got statistics to prove that. We know that even petting them can kill you. We know that one of their insidious plans is for them to let us eat them, and then we can die by cancer, inflame our bodies, and do a bunch of other crazy stuff to ourselves. I mean, these are all facts. We don't have to guess about these anymore. So really, the question is, what are we going to do with this information? What are you going to do with this information? If everything that I've showed you, both fact and argument, doesn't convince you, check out this video that's circulating and has been circulated by the Cow Resistance Federation. You can find it on YouTube. Wow. That's all I've got to say is wow.
Of chickens in jars. We will fight for bovine freedom and hold our large heads high. We will run free with the buffalo or die. Cows with guns.
Many would look at that video and think that this just could be the beginning of an uprising. I'm not paranoid, so I don't think that, but I do think it's something. I think it pretends or foreshadows something that the cows have planned. What it is, I'm not sure. Stay alert, stay alive. This is Danny. If you liked the video that you saw, please subscribe to my channel below. Feel free to leave some feedback as long as it's positive and good and fun. And look forward to the next video I do that could possibly save your life again.